Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ryan and I'm the content creator behind Revived by Ryan. On my channel, I share my experience of taking worn out pieces of furniture, transforming them into something beautiful and selling them for a profit on Facebook Marketplace, so don't forget to subscribe. On today's video, I'm trying something completely different. I'm taking a nightstand and giving it a colour I never normally would use, so sit back and enjoy. I picked up this solid pine nightstand on Facebook Marketplace for just £6. Because it was so cheap, I wanted to try a quirky makeover on this project. The nightstand itself was in fantastic condition structurally. Even though the top drawer handle was missing, I was planning to change the hardware anyway. I start this project the same way I always do, removing the drawers and hoovering the entire piece inside and out. I then remove the hardware in order to clean down the nightstand. I use a multi-purpose degreaser and the rough side of a sponge to remove any dirt or grime on the piece before sanding. With my orbital sander, I use a 180 grit sandpaper going along the wood grain. This is to scuff sand the entire piece so the primer has a surface to cling to. If you enjoy furniture makeovers, don't forget to subscribe and click the post notifications bell down below as I post weekly transformations. I then use a handheld mouse sander to get into the hard to reach areas. Once everything has been sanded down, I wipe the entire piece with a damp tack cloth. This is to remove any sawdust particles that could affect the paint job. For priming, I am using Zinsser's BIN Primer. Ensure you shake this before using as it tends to separate after a while. As always, I wrap my paint tray in tinfoil. This leaves me with an easy cleanup after. I dry brush the edges as the primer is very thin and tends to run. This primer has a strong odour, so ensure you apply it in a well ventilated area. Any product I use in this video I'll also have linked in the description down below. When finished, Wrap your paint roller in a bag and keep it in the fridge. This will allow you to use it 4 or 5 more times. I allowed the primer 3 hours to dry thoroughly, then went over the entire nightstand with a 220 grit sandpaper to smooth the complete surface in preparation for painting. To protect the inside of the drawers and the inside of the nightstand, I use this masking tape with clear sheet attachment. I secured at the base of the drawer with some masking tape. The paint I am using for this piece is Johnstones Vintage Duck Egg Chalk Paint. The consistency of this paint is too thick for my spray paint gun, so I generally mix 10% water with my paint. Before spraying my furniture, I always try it on a piece of cardboard. This is to ensure the paint mixture and air pressure is perfect before spraying. The coverage was excellent with this paint and it levelled nicely. I allowed the paint to dry for 2 hours before coming back to spray the second coat. For the top coat, I'm using Polyvine's clear varnish in dead flat matte. Using a synthetic brush, I apply 2 thin coats of the top coat, allowing an hour to dry in between coats and sanding with a 220 grit sandpaper in between each coat for an ultra smooth finish. The wood stain I'll be using is Johnstones Natural Oak Wood Stain. I applied the stain going in the same direction as the wood grain. One single coat of the stain is all I needed to reach the finish I wanted. Following the instructions, I didn't need to wipe away any excess. You can also check out my Instagram page for upcoming furniture makeover videos at Revived by Ryan. I'll also link it in the description down below. To install the hardware, I had to countersink the inside of the drawer as the screw was slightly too short. Once done, it was a matter of attaching the handles. Once I fit the drawers in, the transformation is complete. So this is how it looked before. And this is the final result. Thanks for watching today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think of today's transformation. Also, if you like today's makeover, don't forget to give me a like down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.